Okay, guys, here's a quick demo on how to use Google to find and use images that I'm asking you to do for our What is VAT intro. I'm sure you've used Google Images before. I'm not trying to talk down to you, but I might be revealing or sharing some tips or things that you didn't know. So obviously you're going to look up an example. I'm going to use graphic design because sometimes some weird examples come up for graphic design. So you're going to click on images, of course, and oftentimes we get these like real weirdo, like my favorite is these computers vomiting paint. I don't know what that's about. So sometimes it's to be a little bit more specific. So you get your filters up here for types of graphic design. I'm going to talk about typography in class. You find an example that you like, and you can right click on the thumbnail. But what happens there is you get the size of the thumbnail. So a thumbnail is a smaller version of the original version. Like I said, you can right click and it gives you the save image. But what I'd like you to do instead is click on the image to get the larger version here. You can see the pixels there. Google Images in the last couple of years have to kind of hold on to copyright for artists and designers and photographers and content makers. They have reduced like the resolution of files. So if you've noticed, sometimes you get a bad looking file. That might be why, but this is the best you're going to get. So then you can right click and save image as. I would really recommend you title it as something, especially if this is your graphic design example. On your computer, this is on your Chromebook, this is going to save directly into your downloads. You're just going to hit save, and you might get a pop-up like I do that here it is, and it's saved. So that's what you're going to do. All of your files then are going to be in your files here in your downloads, and if you don't see it there, you might want to look in recent. There it is. So sometimes they hide. It depends on Google. So that's an interesting thing to note, that it's in my recent and probably in my images. Yep, in my images. So look through your Chromebook spots to see where it winds up. But that's what I want you to note about finding images.